Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology, and today I come with the another video or another part, that is the continuation part of the photoperiodism. This is the topic related to the photoreceptor and the two parts related to the photoperiodism that are already explained in my channel, so you just check out that one. And here I will explain about the photoreceptor. And here I will tell you about the two types of light, that is the far red light and the red light. And the far red light, its wavelength is 700 to 800 nanometer, and the red light, its wavelength is 680 nanometer. Clear? So what is saying that here the photoperiodic stimulus, this is captured by which? Captured by the leaves, and this photoperiodic stimulus, this is translocated via the phloem to where? To the shoot apical meristem. Clear? And this is measured by phytochrome. Okay, plants generally measure this photoperiod using the phytochrome, because phytochrome is the primary photoreceptor. Now, in response to the photoperiod, the leaf transmits a signal that regulates the transition to flowering at the shoot apex. So, what is saying that? Important thing is that in response to photoperiod, generally who responds? Leaf. Okay, leaf responds to the photoperiod that transmits a signal and that regulates the transition to flowering at the shoot apex. So here very important thing is that one signal that controls the flowering at the shoot apical region. Okay, and this signal is generally captured by the phytochrome. Okay, so here the two factors two important part of the plants that play the main role of flowering. One is the leaf and another is the phytochrome, and obviously the phloem, because this signal that is translocated via the phloem to the shoot apical region, and this signal regulates the transition of the flowering. The leaf transmits this signal. Okay, the leaf transmits this signal, and so photoreceptor, that primary photoreceptor, that is the phytochrome, that plays important role for capturing the signal. So ultimately what is happening here? First of all, stimulus that is captured by the leaves and the phloem that translocate this to the shoot apical meristem, and there the important role is played by the phytochrome, who catch the signal for regulating the flowering process at the shoot apical region. Because without receptor, the signal is not catched by anything, because receptor plays important role for catching the signal. Okay, so generally two types of plant we have seen. In generally SDP is one kind of plant, another is the LDP. Now the two types of light, the red light and the far red light, that here important. Why? Because in case of SDP, the night break is very important to the SDP, and this night break process I have already explained in my channel, so you just check out in the second part of photoperiodism. So in case of SDP, when the night break is done by the red light, okay, the night break is done in by the far red light. So what is happening here? The flowering is seen, but when in SDP the night break is done by the red light, then the flowering is not seen. And if sequentially it is continued that the night break is done by once red light and then followed by the far red light, again by red light and followed by the far red light, so the phytochrome catch the signal, or is the leaves that catch the signal just when exposed, the plants exposed to the far red light. Okay, so here the far red light that plays important role, this far red light. This is the rough diagram. You can see that here this is the dark period and this is the light period. So in case of short day plant, the first case you can see that vegetative, that means flowering is not seen here. In the second case the flowering is seen here because here the night length is long, okay, and then the day length. In case of third condition, you can see that here the night break is done by the red light, so that's why the flowering is not seen. But fourth condition, the night break is done, red light and followed by the far red light, so the flowering is happening. In the fifth condition, the night break is done, red light, far red light and then red light, so flowering is not happening. But last condition, when the night break is done by red light followed by the far red light, then red light and far red light, so the flowering is done. So the last far red light, these plays important role for flowering. And in case of this fourth condition, this is also same thing, the far red light is played important role for flowering. Why? Because this far red light that is captured by the phytochrome, or the exposure to the plant's exposure to the far red light, that creates a signal and that is captured by the phytochrome, and that's why it prepare the shoot apical region to become flowering. Clear? So here the far red light has important role. But just reverse thing is happening in the LDPs, the long day plant. Because here the red light has important role. The red light, the night break of red light, that promoted the flowering, and subsequent exposure to far red light that prevented this response. That means in case of LDPs, here the night break, if the night break is done by the far red light, that means the flowering is not seen. But the night break is done by the red light, that means the flowering is happening. Clear? In some cases that are also under the LDPs, there the blue light plays important role, not the red light, not the far red light. The blue light plays important role for the flowering, and there obviously the receptors also changes. The receptors will be the cryptochrome, okay? Receptor will be the cryptochrome, not the phytochrome, and that control the flowering process in the LDPs. So this is the important thing, or this is the important thing of the or important role of the photoreceptor that plays their function in the flowering process of the plants. Okay, so you understood it properly. I think you understood it properly, and you can comment in my comment section if you can understand or not. Okay, so this is the topic about the photoreceptor, and I will try to explain the two types of genes that are also important for the flowering process. So you just continue with my channel for the next part of the photoperiodism. Okay, thank you.